Another threat to our health tonight, Congress moving to restrict the use of antibiotics in livestock feed. Meat producers have long been adding antibiotics for animal feed to encourage rapid growth. They've been doing so for decades. Health experts, however, now warn that overuse of those antibiotics in animal feed can lead to the spread of dangerous bacteria and drug-resistant disease in humans. Kitty Pilgrim has our report.
Animal feed in this country is routinely laced with antibiotics to promote growth and quell diseases in closely packed animal lots. But scientists like Dr. Stuart Levy say overuse of antibiotics in animal feed promotes bacteria that is stronger and more resistant to antibiotics, so-called superbugs.
The bacteria that are associated with people are now resistant to antibiotics, not just one, but to many different ones.
Dr. Levy says the drug-resistant bacteria in meat ultimately gets transposed into kitchens and contaminates counters and hands, co-mingling with other human bacteria. The result, drug-resistant strains of E. coli and Salmonella. Congresswoman Louise Slaughter is a microbiologist with a master's degree in public health and cites a recent survey in the New England Journal of Medicine.
They did a study on meat for sale at the supermarket and found that 20% of it was contaminated still with salmonella. And of those 20%, the contamination, 80% were resistant to antibiotics. So it is in the meat that you eat every single day.
The American Medical Association and some U.S. companies are on board. In 2003, McDonald's, the world's biggest restaurant company, asked its suppliers to limit the use of growth-promoting antibiotics in their livestock. But some meat producers say antibiotics are important in preventing disease in farm animals.
And we've had a number of risk assessors who have looked at the risk to public health by using antibiotics in food animal production. Those risk assessors have come back and said that it's minimal risk to public health.
Now, the Union of Concerned Scientists says some 70% of antibiotics produced in the United States are fed to animals, and Congresswoman Louise Slaughter has introduced legislation to ban 7 classes of antibiotics for animal use. Lou?
There's also a lot of discussion about the other impact of these antibiotics being put into the food system. How much research is going into that?
Well, I mean, the researchers we talked to say that there's not enough attention going into this issue, that the introduction of antibiotics to prevent disease is not the way you should be using them. They should be used to cure disease, but we're now using them in animal feed to prevent disease. So they say that's really a big problem.
All right, Kitty, thank you very much. Kitty Pilgrim.